Let's see, this is a quick little video walkthrough of the gardens here at Maia's Beach Resort, which is near Bantayan town in Bantayan Island, Cebu, Philippines. There you go, Maia's Beach Resort. Mostly I wanted to video this because this is kind of built in and amongst what the locals refer to as pog, which is like all of the sharp coral rock here, pretty big sharp coral. And so I thought it was interesting how they dealt with this, because pog land is generally much cheaper since you can't do much with it agriculturally and it's difficult to develop. And so I thought it was interesting what they have done here to plant the gardens in and amongst it, and then they built up on the platform a concrete platform to walk around throughout the garden. They've basically kind of created this a garden, built a pool in here, and then they have little cabanas going out and around. This gives you some idea. I think you can see how high up it is. I'm not even sure, what is that, maybe 2.5 meters or so? So they just kind of built up and around. It's like I said, I thought it was a good idea since you can acquire the pog land much cheaper. And costs of construction aren't too high here in the Philippines. And you don't have to fill it all in, because I know some people will dump literally hundreds of truckloads of fill to fill in something like this. But they took a different approach. Instead of this, would have taken a lot of fill, a whole lot of fill. I would have guessed probably 300, 400, 500 truckloads to fill all this in. But instead, they've just built the piers and kind of elevated everything. Built up on piers. Interesting idea. There's a little restaurant out here. Just checked in last night, and apparently they said they don't ever open this restaurant. Maybe one of those things that when they open it, they thought they would have customers to use it, but they don't. So it's, according to the staff, never open. So just their place to hang out, basically. I think there's only about 6 cottages here, so this is a pretty small resort. And more of a kind of a marshy. You can see that there's this very shallow area. So not really not a swimming beach or anything, but quiet and peaceful. Lots of birds around here. This was, I booked it through Agoda. I think it was, with tax and everything, I think it was $36 per night. And it's including breakfast for 2. It was a simple breakfast. I had beef tapas. The beef tapas were good. Garlic rice, 1 egg. And you're supposed to get fruit with it, although they said they didn't have any fruit. And instant coffee, which was disappointing. But and disappointing that they don't have fruit. Surprise. these yellow flowers, which I asked somebody what they're called, and they didn't act like they knew, but they said yellow bells, but I don't know if that's the real name or not. Anyway, they're all over the place here in Bantayan along the roads. They planted every few meters one, and so there are thousands of them along the roads here. Extremely common plant. And of course the other is bougainvillea. Got some, that's kind of scary. Right above where people walk, those coconuts need to be taken down. If they come down on somebody's head, they'll be hurting for sure. Anyway, this is Maia Beach Resort in Bantayan.